This conference will now be recorded.
So, these are the various modules that we'll be covering as part of this training, starting with trying to understand what is project management, what we as a project manager do there, what would be our roles and responsibilities, and in terms of professional and social responsibility, trying to understand the project management framework itself, and what are the various processes that are involved, and role of a project manager at various stages, and getting into a lot of other stuff like integration management, scope, schedule, cost, quality, resource, communication, risk, procurement, stakeholder management. So these are the various things that we'll be discussing on as we progress. And along with this, we can also work on a project. We can kind of get into Jira and work on a project, or maybe Smartsheet, any of those which you guys want to be aware of. So we can register there and do a project to understand, okay, as a project manager, what you need to do in Jira, what are the things that you need to track in Jira, how you can navigate across in Jira if you're not familiar with Jira tool. So those things and all we'll try to learn. And also I'll be sharing a lot of templates for each and everything, like be it for scope management, be it for risk risk management. I know there are various templates for each and everything. I'll be sharing as we progress, and also I'll be sharing a OneDrive link where you have a lot of resources that might be helpful for you. Okay.
Okay, so this is all. Is it based on IT project management, or is it the same for both? Because I'm in like engineering, so it could be a construction.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So when
So
we talk
would
about
there be
it,
any?
when we are talking about it, we'll take examples of both. Okay, we'll take
Okay,
examples of both.
so like we use
Okay,
Gantt chart. So do you have
Gantt
example
charts,
for that
yes.
too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Example, Gantt chart is used everywhere, even in IT. So we'll use
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. You have did you have anything else in mind while coming to this course, or does it sound good?
Not right now, but as we progress, I might have some questions.
Sure, sure, absolutely. Okay, we'll move on. So we'll try to, as part of first module, we'll try to understand what's a project, what are the characteristics of a project, what is a triple constraint, what creates demand, who is a project manager, project program portfolio, definitions and terminologies. So we'll try to understand all of this. Okay. Now,
Okay.
yeah. Now, what is a project according to you? Any of you?
Project which have end, which starts
Uh-huh.
and finish is a project.
Okay.
Basically, if it's not, it don't end, it just keep continue going on, is a process then.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
So
exactly.
process
So
and project are two
correct,
different.
correct. Project is something temporary because you start it and it has a definite end date. Of course, that can extend for a couple of months, which usually happens. So, but
Yeah.
at,
Time is
at the
not
end of
like
the day,
it could be couple of years. Like our projects go
yeah.
for like 4 years, 3 years, because
Oh yeah,
substation is
if
a
you
big station.
yeah, if you take your you know uh, domain into consideration, yes, it will be years, not just months. Yeah, but software projects, IT projects, mostly it would be extended by months. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you mentioned, project is temporary endeavor which is undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. Meaning, by the end of certain duration, we are trying to achieve to build a product or provide a
Hmm.
certain service, or we are trying to reach a certain result or end goal. Okay, so
Hmm.
that you will have a start date and an end date to a project, and that start date might be fixed but end date might be extended as we told. Okay, and with this duration, if you want to complete everything, then proper planning is needed, which is the main work of the project manager.
Project management. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So yeah, and yeah, since you are in design, are you planning to switch to IT in future, or you want to stay in designing
Not IT.
and still want to know?
No, not IT. Still in engineering, but we also have like the project coordinators and then the assistant project managers,
Uh,
project manager. So the project manager role is like the designer design the whole substation. The engineer do all the engineering calculations on it. I do the whole design work on it, and then the
uh,
project manager basically work with all the departments like planning, procurement, and
uh,
design, and then production and control, and control the project from start to end and construct the whole substation or repair or whatever it is.
Understood.
So so
Sure,
yeah, it
sure.
was project manager responsibility to oversee the whole project. Same like pretty sure it's same like IT too, where they work with everybody, the QA and the coders and the
Understand,
database.
understand.
I don't know.
Yeah, sure, sure.
And resource
Definitely understand.
management, scheduling when should be what like we like there are millions of dollars of parts coming in, and you cannot
Mm,
just leave them unattended on a lot somewhere in the middle of the desert, like in the jungle. Anybody can steal them. So you have to schedule the delivery so somebody's there, or they don't stay unattended or unsolved for a while. Somebody can come get it. So they
yes, yes.
scheduled everything, and it's pretty hectic. Like right now, if you order a big circuit breaker, it's 15 months after you place an order. You get in 15 months.
Yeah,
Delivery
yeah.
time is 15 months after you order.
Correct,
So,
correct. That's right. True, true. Okay, okay. Great. Good to hear about that.
mm,
Okay, sure. Coming back to the project. Yeah, any questions on the definition of the project itself?
I
Kathy.
don't think so right now.
I'm
Okay,
good.
Kathy.
That's how much I.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
I'm good.
fine, fine. Sure. Next is this. Let's try to understand the characteristics of a project. So, as I was saying earlier, it has a beginning and a end. It has a beginning and an end. So, projects are temporary initiatives. This is the main difference between projects and the day-to-day, day-to-day normal activities that we do, right?
Processes, yeah.
Uh, yeah, processes. The normal, it's called. It can be in terms of production, sales, HR, supply chain, logistics, all these things. That's more of a process. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it has a beginning and the end, and then we have the thing it delivers a unique output. Each project is unique in the sense that it creates something never done before. Even if the output of the project is very similar to the one of a previous project, the fact that it will be at the different time with different people make itself a distinct and unique one. So
Yes.
ideally every project will be unique in its own way. Okay.
Okay, that
and
makes sense.
then and it includes many complex activities. Of course, there are a lot of complex activities involved which we will learn as we progress, but it includes complex activities which needs time for coordination. The complexity comes mainly from the fact that projects have constraints like limited time, limited resources, and need to deal with uncertainties, lot of uncertainties, like tasks to be done in the future and things, right? So this includes a lot of complex activities also. So the characteristics are: it has a beginning and end, it delivers a unique output, and it includes complex activities. These are the three characteristics of a project. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions here?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on, triple constraint in project management, the most important piece of it. So there are three fundamental factors for each project: scope, time, cost. What is scope? Scope is nothing but all the activities that we are doing. The no the 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 sum of activities and the work to be performed in order to reach the project goal. So in other words, like, scope is everything that needs to be done during the project, as simple as that. Everything that needs to be done during the project. Now then we have time. The time is nothing but the available time frame given for the project to reach its goal, like be it 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, whatever it is, right? The time duration during which we are trying to accomplish the particular scope that is been defined. That is time. And then we have cost. So cost, the resources available for the project, meaning the budget involved for the project is nothing but the cost. Now these three dimensions always need to be looked at together, because if a change is made in any one of this, if a change is made in one of them, one or both of the other will change as well. If the scope changes, either you invest more to get more resources and finish it in the same amount of time. That is, if you have decided 6 months project, if the scope increases, either you know push up the budget and finish in the same time, or if you are not able to get more budget or more resources, then your time will extend. As simple as that. 6 months project might take 9 months, right? So similarly, if the time duration of the project is reduced, then you may have to reduce the scope of the project. Otherwise, it will not happen, right? Or you may want to increase the number of resources or budget, right? So it's interlinked. All the three are interlinked. Like example, if you're planning to build a two-floor house, that's the scope. Like within until the end of the summer you want to build it. That's the time that is mentioning. By the end of summer, you want to build a two-floor house. Scope is two-floor house. No, time is within summer and within a specific budget. That's your cost. If things change and you decide you need 3 floors to be constructed, which means your scope is changed here. You will need more resources, right? That is, you will need more money or cost, and most probably even more time. The time will also might also need more. Like another example would be, if you decide you need the house ready before the summer. So initially you thought by the end of summer, but you are now saying that you want it before the summer. That means there is a time change. This would mean you need extra workers to complete the construction faster, right? You might need extra workers, which means the cost will increase. Or you might need to simplify the construction. Like giving away the interiors and other things, which means you are reducing the scope, right? So what I'm trying to say here is, impact in one will either impact the other two, or at least one of the other two. That's the reason it's called as triple constraint in project management. Any questions here?
No.
Not right now.
Okay, Kathy, you had something?
No, I said I'm good.
Okay, fine. Next is, now what creates demand for the project? What creates demand for the project? We'll try to understand this. Now, the project might be created because it might be a business need, it might be a market need or customer request, legal requirement, social need, ecological impact, technological advance, any of this, right? So what is business need? Business need can be like if you want to reduce the company's cost to remain profitable, that can be a business need, right? For that there might be a project created. You might, as part of the project, you want to bring down the overall company's cost to remain profitable. Okay, and the requirements would be identified for that, or where we can reduce the cost and all those things, but it would be taken up for the project. Second may be a market need. Market need, like example might be you may want to develop a mobile app as your competitors are introducing one to the market, be it your for your e-commerce site or for your, even if you have a physical store. Now you see competition, everyone ordering from Amazon, or even if it's a local store, they having a mobile app where users can go and place order and that would be delivered. So the market is near, demanding that. So here in this case, the market need, you may want to develop a mobile app as your competitors are introducing onto the market, which means you have a project here to develop a mobile app. You have a project here to develop a mobile app. Next may be customer request. Now what's customer request? Like a customer who, assume you have a customer who accounts for 30% of your total sales request. Okay, this particular customer accounts for 30% of the sales. Now this particular customer comes and asks you, hey, you know what, I want you to develop a customized product for me. Since you cannot say no, because he is contributing 30% of your sales, and this particular person wants some customization in the product, so that creates demand for the project, right? Of course the customer might be ready to pay premium, but yeah, but that creates demand for the project, and you may want to create a project and do that customization, right? Next maybe because of legal requirements. Now, any regulation change, any regulation that affects your work or business, like be it couple of examples maybe GDPR, Brexit, and all these things, right? Due to that also, there was a lot of projects that were created, right? Next can be a social need. A social need can be a product that will be used by all the citizens, like it can be a kindergarten construction, highway construction, hospitals, etc., all these things, right? Or maybe if you take IT into picture, maybe you're asked to develop a portal where people can go online and pay their income taxes, pending income taxes and everything, track income tax and everything. So that is a social need where you start a project to build a portal and things. Next, maybe because of ecological impact, like you want to limit emissions, limit the use of plastic and all those things. Nowadays, there is lost a lot of noise on sustainability, right? That is the ecological impact. So due to which I am sure there will be lot of organizations are investing lot of money on the sustainability. So due to which lot of projects will be created. In fact, not just projects. I see I see departments itself being formed because of this sustainability wave that we are going through right now. So every organization is focused on sustainability. Everyone wants to reduce the cost. Everyone wants to do something to give back to the earth. So yeah, so that's one thing. Next is technological advance. Maybe there's more of like you want to automate the manual process, or you want to switch to cloud from on-prem to cloud solutions. So that again is more of a technological advance which creates a project. No, yeah. So these are few reasons where you might need to create a project. So projects are often triggered by mix from more than one. It can be because of more than one of these reasons also. Okay, but this is what usually creates a demand for a project. Any questions here?
Mm.
Not right now.
Okay, okay, sure. Kathy?
Yeah, no.
Okay, does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes
Okay,
sense.
sure. Next is about, let's try to understand who is a project manager. Yeah, who is a project manager according to you? Any of you want to give a try? Who is a project manager?
The project
Project.
manager who, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Sajid.
Project manager who basically oversee the whole project from the start to the end
Uh-huh.
and make sure everything is done
hmm
according to the scope,
hmm
and
According to the
make
scope,
sure
time,
and responsible
budget,
for
all
the
that.
success or the failure of the project.
Yeah. Take accountability. Accountability. Yeah. Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
basically a communication person for all the teams. He has the requirement and he will go through all the teams and give them a task to do it, and then he will end up doing all the finishing work for project.
Single point of contact. Single point of
Yeah.
contact for them. But scope wise or requirements will be more of a business analyst thing, but still, project manager can also get in that. Yeah. So, yeah, who is a project manager? Project management itself generally costs somewhere between 7 to 15% of the overall project cost, overall total installed cost of the project. This particular role or this particular activity of project management itself takes 7 to 15% of the overall cost. So, and also you can think of a project manager as a CEO of the project. Nowadays, even product managers are called a CEO of the project. Everybody is called a CEO of the project. But yeah, as per books, project manager, since this person will be talking to a lot of people, getting things done from a lot of people, this person will be called as CEO, can be called as CEO of the project. And this person, project manager, is one person who is accountable for the project success. This person is accountable for the project success. When do you say a project is successful? You'll say when a project is successful when you're accomplishing a specific goal of the project within the time and budget constraints agreed at the beginning. Basically, if you are meeting this triple constraint, if you are meeting the scope within the agreed upon time and budget, then we say the project is successful. So, and the project success accountability is taken by the project manager. If it's failure, then again it falls on the project manager. So that's on the accountability part of it. And why do you need a project manager? Yeah, to take accountability and to steer people and activities. We need one person to drive things. We need one person to drive things. Otherwise everybody will be there in their own ways. Like each department will be doing their own things. We need one person to coordinate all the activities between different teams and get things done, right? So to steer people and
Hmm.
activities, to handle risks and issues, we need to have one person to tackle all the risks that come across. Of course, there will be a lot of risks that will be coming across as you progress in the project. So we need one person to tackle all these risks and issues, that's it, to resolve the issues like the team members are having in terms of procuring some devices, hardware or software, whatever it is, whatever it takes to smoothen the process of delivering the product. So the project manager will need to chime in and take accountability and kind of get things done in a smoother manner. Okay, so
Yeah,
this
and
is,
it's a little
yeah,
bit different,
yeah.
and I think a little bit different in our scenario because it's like so lengthy. Sometimes project starts because like we right now we do scopes for our future project. So we just did the scope for a project to
Mhm.
be started in 2025, and then
Okay,
it takes
okay.
a few years to finish it. And we already have a
Okay.
project manager for it, and then he would do nothing for on that project for 3 years. And
Oh
it
my
might be
god.
a
Okay.
different project manager when the project starts. And
Yeah, yeah,
with I don't
actually
know if
yes.
it's same for IT, but we also have project coordinators and assistant
uh
project managers. So it's same
we will
thing
have,
or
yes, we have in IT also. Yeah.
assistant project managers and project coordinators?
Yeah, we'll have project coordinators and
Okay.
yeah, they belong to PMO team, PMO, project management office. They might belong to PMO team. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I have no idea about
sure.
IT, so I'm just what I see in my. That's what I'm discussing because I
Yeah,
don't know nothing about
yeah,
IT.
sure. No worries. When it comes to project management, most of the roles, no, the terminologies used would be same. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Any other points do you want to add, or any questions or any discussion points on this slide, Kathy?
No, I'm good.
No, good. Okay, okay, sure. Sajid, you want to add anything?
No, for right now, I think it's going good.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, we'll move on. Yeah. So the development of the skills. Let me enlarge this. So there are, three phases, like where you move from project manager, junior PM to mid-level PM to senior PM. What are the various things that you need to you know take care of? How do you progress things, right? The project manager skills itself. So in projects there are different individuals and organizations that need to work in a coordinated manner for the success of the project. Like, as we mentioned earlier, project manager is a face of the project, and he or she is the single point of contact that has to be able to answer any questions about this project, including all the work streams, tasks performed by other people. Project manager is accountable for the end results of the collective work. So uh, you know it might sound easier than it is. So how do you do it? We you know uh, you know we know that project managers will have the knowledge, skills, attitude, practical experience to manage not only their work but also the work of others. That's a key skill that a project manager should have. Manage the work of others also. In addition, being appointed as a project manager, you are being empowered by the project sponsor. There is a person called project sponsor who will be giving the budget and everything. I'll be speaking about project sponsor more in length later. But you know you are being empowered by the project sponsor to take actions, take decisions. These knowledge, skills, attitude, you know are are required. However, you need to know about a couple of other things also: project management and business knowledge, people and workflow management skills, strategy and leadership skills. These are the three important things that you need to have as a project manager. When I say project manager and business knowledge, that means that for you having the ability to project work, to lead the project work, know how to address the classical project situations, knowledge of the project life cycle, planning the quality, management of project critical areas, work with the your knowledge on the tools, project management tools, documentation, and yeah, these are few things that you need to have in terms of business knowledge. When it comes to the workflow management skills, you need to efficiently organize project work, define responsibility, due dates, issue resolution skills, people skills, working with the stakeholders, motivates the project team, communicate in a way to create trust among the team members and the senior management. That's how your communication should go, right? It should not be like just for the sake of communicating. you know you should communicate in such a way that everybody aligns with you, and that still has a positive impact, or still has trust in you. Okay. And then when it comes to strategy and leadership skills, you should have good negotiation skills. You should influence work and stakeholders in the project or program interest. Work towards the objectives of the overall program, right? You might be one particular project manager for one particular project, but in a program there might be multiple projects. You need to work on the overall program also. So ensure work is aligned with the company strategy, and you promote the values and benefits of project to the broad organization. Like, you need to talk about your project, good things about your project, what you are developing, so that the whole world, when I say whole world, the all the departments in your organization will get to know what is the kind of good work that's been done as part of your team, right? So yeah, these are few things. And with all these things, junior PM will grow to a senior PM. So a junior PM or project manager should have all these skills: industry reading knowledge, business knowledge, you know, using the tools that I mentioned, communication, capabilities, planning and execution, and over a period of time, slowly the negotiation skills comes into picture. Program and portfolio management skills comes into picture. Influence, as a leader, you should be able to influence and other things, right? So yeah, this is about the development or the skills that a project manager needs to have. Any questions, sir?
I would like to ask how much technical knowledge you required as a project manager. Like if you don't know the coding, if you don't know the QA work, then how would you decide that this much time is sufficient for that portion? Like if you
Yeah,
want to give the QA and they are making you fool that we need 6 months instead of 4 months, then how much
yeah,
technical knowledge you should have to tell
yeah,
them that this is the timeline and it's the correct 4 month you're supposed to be finishing this work in this. Nowadays I work in research and we have like supply chain management, so everybody comes to us that we are getting the thyroid samples after 3 months, so the project will be delayed by 6 months. So as a project
okay.
manager we need to like know that how much we can support them to get the samples and then go get the project going.
Hmm.
So
I understand.
how many technical, like how much technically sound you are, that helps I think in the industry overall.
Yes. So the thing here is, if a project manager is coming from technical background or has technical knowledge, that's always an advantage. In this case, what happens is, you need not depend on other people. And as you told, nobody can fool you.
Mm,
Nobody can fool you. However, without the technical knowledge also, you can still survive. But what you need to do is, you need to have that good communication skills, at least understand the basic terminologies of technical terminologies. All you need to do is involve relevant people at relevant places, get inputs from them, take inputs from them, and then take it forward. Like for example, when you are estimating for a certain thing, certain module, involve relevant stakeholders. You might involve development team, business analyst, architect, and a few other folks.
mm-hmm,
Everyone cannot fool you at the same time, right? So if you are involving everyone, the architect, if the development team says no, we need 6 months, the architect might say, hey, look, why do we need 6 months? It can be done in 1 month. It
mm,
can be done in 1 month, and so that's how you need to communicate more. And this is initial phases, and as you progress, you will get to know how to tackle things. You will get to know how to you will get the knack of it. You will get to know how to tackle things. But
mm-hmm,
the bottom line is, as a non-technical person, you can still survive. Initially you will have tough times, but over a period of time, if you have
okay.
that zeal and passion to learn, then definitely you will survive. Even you will flourish also. But
Mm,
for this path would be smoother for a technical person.
mm,
Yeah, and then what I have seen is most of the project management are not basically from the, like in our, it's not from the engineering, they are basically from the planning side, and they come, so they don't have any technical knowledge on most of the projects, and the
Yes.
engineers or the designers have, they answered your question on that part.
Yes, mostly there are management folks. Correct, correct.
mm.
Yeah. Kathy, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay, fine.
Thank you.
Sure, sure. Any other questions?
No, I'm good now.
Okay, fine. Okay, then we'll stop here for today.
Okay. Will you be able to send the recordings by tomorrow or by any chance?
Recordings. The team is not shared with you. Okay, I'll
No.
have a word with the team, and they'll be sharing it. Okay, they'll be sharing
Okay.
it. And
Yeah.
also would like to say tomorrow I'm not available. I'm traveling. So
Okay.
Friday,
No
our
problem.
next class would be on Friday. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
our
You
next
both
class
are
would be on
from the
Friday.
same time zone? Sajad, what time zone are you in?
Central,
Oh, okay. Where are you located?
Oklahoma.
Okay. I am in East Coast, so
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Okay,
So
no problem.
you are
Right.
late night for you.
Yeah.
It's almost 8:40 here. So 9:40 for you.
Yeah, 9:40.
Hmm.
Okay, on Friday we'll
No,
catch up
I'm
at
in
the same
Central.
time.
I'm in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rajiv, that's fine. We
Sure,
can meet on Friday. Thank you very much.
Friday.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, thank you.
Have a
Thanks you.
nice day.
Bye.
Okay. So how many classes would you be taking every week?
It would be Monday to Friday, 5 classes.
5 classes. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Rajiv.
Bye.
And
Thank you.
nice
Bye.
talking to you, Katie.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, nice talking to
Nice.
you guys. Bye.
Yeah.